Hello guys, it's JBlade2000 here again, and I'm here to do another RWBY theory. I haven't done one in a long time. I'm sorry about that. It's just their schedule gets so wild and just really crazy. So I can't do these every week, and then I just kind of forget about them, and then I go, oh hey, I can do a video sometime. And that might quit in September. I'm probably going to do a few more videos. But in September, I'm going to go to a gap school, and so this account may just become null and void to the few of you that actually watch these. And again, thank you for watching these. I know they're not the best quality, but thank you anyway. So, let's talk about Ozpin from RWBY. Do we know much about him? Well, no we don't. He's very secretive about his past. So, what do we actually know about Ozpin? Well, we know he's the headmaster at Beacon Academy. And we know that he walks with a limp because he walks with a cane. We also know that he has made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child, as he has said to RWBY in, I think it was episode 10, when he was talking about Weiss and RWBY, and they had that whole argument about who is the leader. And we also know he's friends with Crow, because at the very end of Season 1, he got a message from Crow saying Queen has pawns, and we can only assume that he is talking about Cinder at that point. He also knows Ironwood, and I don't know, that's about it. So we don't know much about him. So what could these mistakes be? Well, I have a theory. What if, at the beginning of time, when man was created from dust, I believe by some kind of deity, which is God, per se, because I'm a Christian, I believe that God made man out of dust, and that kind of goes along with RWBY, and I think that's pretty cool, but whatever. And they made dust. And humans, just discovering some kind of magical item, are going to want to experiment, find out what it does, what it can be used for. And in one of the side shows, I forget what they're called, they said that dust was implanted into bodies, in clothing, and most notably in weapons to fight Grimm, and all the different uses in aura and stuff. And so what if Ozpin was in charge of finding out what dust did and all of its capabilities? So, okay. So, what about the Grimm? Well, there are all these mistakes, right? Alright, what if Ozpin, at the beginning of time, was there when man first started to experiment with dust? Okay, so he's experimenting with dust, and he finds out that this dust can grant immortal life. And so he used it on himself, granting himself immortal life, or a very prolonged life, or whatever. Something that prolongs life or stops death entirely. Alright, so Ozpin is now practically immortal. But nature knows that man is mortal. And nature knows, okay, these things were made to die. So the Grimm are then created by some kind of godlike force, or by nature realizing that this is an abomination of nature. And so nature, or God, or whatever, creates the Grimm to kill Ozpin because he has unwittingly or wittingly tampered with forces he cannot control to grant himself immortal life. And so these Grimm start attacking humans because they see the humans as Ozpin. The Grimm know they have to kill Ozpin because even though he's immortal, he still is vulnerable, and that's why he walks with a limp, is because of a Grimm attack in the past. And so he made Beacon Academy because he feels responsible for the Grimm and feels responsible for all the death and destruction at the hands of the Grimm that he himself created because he messed with the dust and granted himself eternal life. And so he made this school for people to harness dust and become fighters and fight all these Grimm and try to stop them because they're killing innocent people trying to get to Ozpin. So, that's basically my theory. The Grimm see people as Ozpin, something to kill because they violate the laws of nature. But Ozpin is actually the only one that has violated nature. And so, with immortality. And so, he realizes his mistakes and wants to atone for them by building a school for kids to learn how to go and fight and protect people. Now, there may be some holes with this theory because, you know, how would Cinder know about Ozpin, which I'm guessing Cinder has to know something about Ozpin's past to be defying him and going behind his back and sneaking into the school like that. And just Ozpin mentioned Ruby's silver eyes. We don't know in episode 1. We don't know if that's going to come into play or what. And so Ozpin may have tampered with dust at the beginning of time, granted him more life, and inadvertently created the Grimm. And that's just one of my theories. It has a few holes. A lot of theories have holes. So, I don't know. That's just the one I came up with. So, we'll see how well it does.